a question for you. How did you start your morning? Let's be honest, if you're like most of us, it was caffeine, it was carbs, there was nothing at all, right? And then how do you usually feel about 10 o'clock in the morning? We're crashing, we're tired, we're foggy, we're snacking, we're trying to get a fix to make it through the rest of the morning. And then we wonder why we don't feel great the rest of the day either. Well, what if there was a way that you could not only give your body the fuel that it needs to get through your morning, but also through the rest of your day in such a way that it was gonna boost your energy, it was gonna boost your metabolism, it was gonna help with weight loss, and really just give your body the things that it needs to do all the things that you're wanting to do. Well, my name is Lissa Figgins, and I help women add health through clean eating as well as a pure personal care lifestyle. And I am here to share with you about the Fab formula that I've been using that really has made a difference in how I start my day and then how the rest of my day goes. So first I want to introduce you to a friend of mine, Kelly Levesque. I ran across this book because of a recommendation from a friend a little over a year ago called Body Love, and absolutely fell in love with this book because it really kind of brought together a lot of the things that I was already doing, but helped me make some tweaks and really gave me a lot of the reason why behind it. And in it, she talks about what she calls the Fab 4 formula. And the Fab 4 formula is a way to help our body to get what it needs, to have the energy that it needs, to make sure that we're not putting on the weight, and then, to really be able to look and feel our best as we go throughout our day. So why is that important? Well, when we start our day with caffeine, with sugar, with carbs, with nothing, we have set up our blood sugar on a roller coaster for the day. And when we go up high, our body goes into store and more zone, she calls it. We go down low, we go into crash and cave, and we start craving things. So we just have this, up and down, and that really affects our metabolism, it affects our energy. It's gonna cause our body to put on weight, and then we wonder why mid-afternoon or in the evening we're just snacking and trying to get as much food in our bodies as possible. Well, our body's just crying out and saying, I didn't get what I needed today. So we're trying to give it a quick fix. So when you use the Fab 4 formula in your day, it really makes it so your body has what it needs and you don't have all those cravings. And the mindless snacking, that's something that I'm working on particularly this year as well. So the Fab 4 formula, let me share what that is. So the Fab 4 are protein, healthy fat, fiber, greens and veggies. Let me say that again. Protein, healthy fat, fiber, greens and veggies. These are the nutrients that our bodies need. And they're also ones that are gonna be slow burning and keep us fuller longer. So our body is actually gonna be satisfied, and we're not gonna be snacking, throughout the day trying to always give it that quick fix. Now, there are several different ways that you can do this. What she recommends is that you start your day with a Fab 4 smoothie. And I love this because it really makes my day simple. Now, yesterday I was sharing with some friends that I oftentimes like to make my smoothie the night before and stick it in the fridge. And if I do that, I just do it in a shaker cup, and it's the same Fab 4 type of things that are going in here, but I'm gonna do it in the blender today just to show you how I would make it and how quick and easy it is. So first things first is gonna be our protein. I want to make sure you're getting 20 grams of protein. I happen to love a vegan protein because it's the best for our body to digest and absorb. So I'm going to put in 1 scoop of chocolate, and I'm going to put in 1 scoop of vanilla. So this is what's giving us kind of like what I call a zebra, which is a light chocolate, which I absolutely love. Okay, so we've got our protein in there. Now we need our fiber. We should be getting 24 to 32 grams of fiber a day, but they say the average American gets about 4. So there are a couple ways you can get your fiber. I absolutely love a fiber boost, and that gives 12 grams, which is about half of what's recommended. If you don't have Fiber Boost, you can always use flaxseed, you could use chia seeds. Just look on the back label. I did look this morning. Flaxseed, you need 4 tablespoons, and that only gives you 7 grams of fiber. That's a lot of flax going in there. So I love the Fiber Boost, and so what I do is I just put a scoop of that in there because that's a simple way for my body to be able to digest and get that fiber. Okay, so we've got protein, we have fiber. Next, we're gonna do healthy fat. I've got a couple of things I absolutely love. So when I'm doing it in my shaker cup and I'm just shaking it up and sticking it in the fridge, I love to use MCT oil. MCT oil is medium chain triglycerides. I get this at the grocery store. I actually have a link on Amazon that I'll share with you below. That's where I get that as well. You wanna make sure you get a pure one that doesn't have all the fillers in it, because otherwise it'll make a mess with your gut. but it's so good for your brain and your body. It blends well, it doesn't have a flavor. Absolutely love it. Mine's getting low, so I'm gonna need to replenish it really soon. Another healthy fat that I love is avocado. So if you're a person that usually likes to do banana in your smoothies, you're gonna wanna try avocado because it will make it creamy like a banana does without all the sugar. And it's gonna give you the healthy fat, and it's got some good fiber in there as well. So usually on a size this size, I do about half. So it just depends on the size of my avocado. For sure, you would need to blend this. You can't do this like in a shaker cup. But today I'm gonna use almond butter. I actually make my own. I just take my raw almonds, put them in the freezer, and then stick them in my food processor. And that's all I do. So I love this because I can put it in the one that I shake up, or I can stick it in the blender. So it makes it super, super easy. So I usually do about a tablespoon of that. And then I've got my healthy fat. So protein, fiber, healthy fat, and greens. If I'm shaking it up in the shaker cup, I love greens balance because the greens balance I use has 37 different fruits and veggies, so a ton of greens. We can't even eat the whole rainbow of those veggies that are in there. But if you don't have that, you can simply use some regular greens. I prefer to do spinach because it doesn't really take on a lot of flavor. If you do kale, it definitely takes on some more flavor in there. So a generous handful is what I recommend, because you're gonna wanna make sure that you're giving your body the greens. And if you're using a good high-powered blender, I love my Vitamix, and I'll have a link in my favorites down below. You'll wanna check out Lissa's kit, because that's where I share my favorite tools that I use. A Vitamix is worth every penny because it really helps to get it smooth. So when you're putting other things in there, we don't want chunks and all that, right? Then if you want to, you can add in some fruit. Now, if you add in fruit, I always highly recommend keep it to berries because they're the lowest in sugar, and make sure you're keeping it to less than half a cup. So I usually recommend between 1/4 and 1/3 of a cup. And today I'm going to be using some blueberries. I've got 1/4 of a cup of frozen blueberries. Strawberries are really good, raspberries are really good, so you can just stick them in there. And then of course we're gonna need our liquid. So the combination I like 8 ounces of unsweetened vanilla almond milk with about 4 ounces of water. Although I will say, if it's a little too thick, like for example, if you use avocado, you might need to use a full cup of water in addition to a full cup of almond milk. So you can just kind of play around and see, what you like thickness wise. So I'm not gonna let you listen to the sound of my Vitamix, but I do swear by this because it makes such a difference. But now I've got the Fab 4 in a way that I can take this and go. And my mornings are easy. My body's getting what it needs. I'm not only getting through my morning, I'm getting through my afternoon. Right now I'm doing a challenge, so I'm having one for breakfast, I'm having one for lunch, and then I'm full until dinner. And so then I will look at my plate and make sure my plate has the Fab 4 on there, and make sure that veggies are going to be about half of that plate, right? Because that's the key to doing that. So I want to share some resources with you. I just posted in my blog a bunch of recipes that are great ways to start your day with protein smoothies. So there are 5 of my favorites on there. Go on there and check those out, try them out. I also shared some links to Kelly LeVeque and some of her resources. You can see some of the recipes that she has as well. And while you're on there, make sure you grab my free Healthy Day template. It's the new year, and so many of us are wanting to be intentional about how we live, not only physically, but also personally. So that's my gift to you when you head over there. So I will post the link down in the show notes of this, and you can always just hop on lissafiggins.com because that's where you're gonna find those resources. So I trust this is added value for you. When you do the Fab 4, you're gonna be satisfied. You're not gonna be mindlessly snacking throughout the day, and your body's gonna have what it needs, and it's gonna be in that fat burning mode. Isn't that what we all want?